Hi, this is Anita from RMD Engineering College. I'm going to give a lecture in Medical Electronics. Unit 1, Sources of Biomedical Signals. Normally, an individual or a human being, there is a arising of signal inside the body. Each part is capable of producing some signals which will act as a feedback for the proper functioning of those body parts. We can analyze the signal that is generated from the parts in order to check whether the parts is functioning properly. There are different sources of biomedical signals. They are, first we see about bioelectric signals. Bioelectric signals could be produced from the heart, from the brain. These are electrical signals which is produced in those areas. Analyzing those signals, the doctor is able to say whether the patient heart or the brain is functioning properly. The graph or the signal from the heart corresponds to PQRS waveform. When there is deviation in this waveform with respect to the reference signal, then the doctor will diagnose the disease that is related to that particular point, to that particular part. Next comes the bioacoustic signals. Acoustic meaning sound. Sound signals are produced in the body. For example, when there is a flow of blood, the sound is produced. When there is a air passage, when there is respiration, there is a sound produced. Depending on these sounds, a doctor could be able to say whether the patient functioning parts are normal or not. For example, acoustic signal, we can take the Kurakov sound, which is heard when there is a BP measurement for a patient. That sound indicates for the measurement of systolic and diastolic pressure. That sound is heard whenever there is a passage of blood inside the artery. Thus, this bioacoustic signals could be analyzed for the diagnosis. Biochemical signal. The example of biochemical signals are partial pressure of carbon dioxide, partial pressure of oxygen. The partial pressure of carbon dioxide and oxygen is an indication of the parts of oxygen and carbon dioxide inside the human body. This could be analyzed to check whether there is a proper functioning of the lungs, proper functioning of respiration is there for that human being. Biomagnetic signal. Some parts of the body, for example, the brain, is able to produce a small amount of magnetic signals. These magnetic signals could be analyzed and compared with the reference signal to make a diagnosis of the functioning of those parts. Biooptical signal. This is the light signal which could be analyzed. For example, optical signal is the passage of light into the tissues. The light gets scattered and the transmitted and the received light could be analyzed to check for the oxygen content of the blood. Oxygenation of the blood is determined there by means of analyzing the optical signals. This would help in checking of whether the blood is properly oxygenated. Next comes the bioimpedance signal. Bioimpedance signal, for example, when a patient is breathing, a signal can be passed on to the chest area. This voltage signal is analyzed. When there is a drop in the voltage signal, drastically, then it means there is some irregularity in the respiration rate. Thus, the impedance could be analyzed, resistance could be analyzed for the diagnosis of those parts. The body is capable to provide the resistance for the signals. The drop could be analyzed for the diagnosis. Thank you.